Hey parents, my name is Russell McCarson. I'm the student pastor here at Parkway Church. I wanted to make this video and one more video after this to take another step for us to partner together with parents as a student ministry. In this current series that we are walking through now in main services and also in student ministry services on Sunday, we are looking at what leads a person's faith to stick. Basically, if a person does this, if they have these attributes, these characteristics, their faith will stick and will last them a lifetime. For students, this specifically is focusing on what can students do to have a faith that grows so strong that it lasts past their senior year, past their college years, and after they move out of the house. Now, this is an important topic because we have found through research from the book Sticky Faith, done by Dr. Kara Powell, that many students do not have a faith that sticks. In fact, Dr. Powell found in the process of writing her book that upwards of 60% of the students that she interviewed, seniors that graduated from student ministries, who in high school appeared to have a thriving faith, 60% of them abandoned their faith by the end of their freshman year. That is a staggering statistic. The majority of those students, from what she found, had no intention of abandoning their faith whatsoever. And while many of them did eventually return one day, how many of those students returned with battle scars from years spent walking apart from Christ? So, in reality, we have the same goal. As parents and as student ministry leaders, we both have the same goal to equip and encourage students to love and follow after Jesus for their entire lives. We have the same goal, so what I want to do is partner with you guys as parents, because we have so much in common when we have the same goal. Now, this isn't about me telling you guys how to parent. I am personally not a parent. That's not my goal. But instead, I want to share with you guys my personal experiences of leading students and kind of share with you my perspective of me saying, hey, this is what leads to some students having a great relationship with Jesus Christ and them thriving in their faith long after graduation. And likewise, when I talk with you guys, I would love to hear your perspective as well. So let's talk about what are the attributes or characteristics of a student, junior high school student, that lead to them having a sticky faith. Disclaimer here, I'm not going to be giving out silver bullets, not because I wouldn't, but because they don't exist. These aren't silver bullets. These aren't quick fixes. These aren't overnight solutions to students who are beginning to abandon their faith. No, these are more so best practices. If we do this, we put students, your kids, in the best situation to have a growing, lasting faith with Jesus Christ that sticks, that lasts. So what's the first one? We'll talk about one, then we'll talk about some more in a video later on. The first one is this, and I would say this one is actually the closest to a silver bullet that I got. So here it is. A student that serves is a student that has a faith that sticks. So oftentimes what I have found is that students that actively engage in serving in a way that takes them outside their comfort zone are the students that have the strongest relationship with Jesus Christ, and because of that, their faith lasts. It sticks. Why is that? Why is serving such a big part of it? Well, I think the big reason is this, is that when we serve, especially in a way that gets us outside of our comfort zone, when we serve people, it makes us uncomfortable. And when we get uncomfortable, we have to then rely on Jesus Christ more and more and more. And when we rely on Him, we develop a closer relationship with Him, and that close relationship lasts. I found this so true in every week when I go to our college ministry, when I lead our college ministry here at Parkway Church, Parkway Collegiate. I look around the room and I see college students who are actively engaged and their faith has lasted. For some of them, it began in college, but for many of them, they were following Christ in high school and they moved here to Victoria, or they graduated and they just continue to live out their faith. What do so many of them have in common? They're serving. The overwhelming majority of them are serving somewhere. They are serving by leading students on a Wednesday night. They are serving by leading children's on a Sunday morning. They are serving by leading small groups with their own peers. They're college students. They go to class with them. But so many of them serve. I've seen it lived out. It is found to be true in Dr. Kara Powell's research, but I see it every single week. Students that serve are students that have a faith that sticks. I see it on Wednesdays and Monday nights as well in our student ministry. Students that are juniors and seniors began to approach me a couple of years ago and said, "Russell, what can I do to continue to grow my faith?" And I said, well, one thing you can do is you can begin to mentor and disciple students that are younger than you. So we had some juniors and seniors that wanted to grow their faith, so we put them in 6th grade small groups. Yes, seniors actually wanted to spend time with 6th graders, and they did. And here's what we found. The 6th graders benefited from it by all means because they were blown away that a senior wanted to spend time with them. But I found that it helped out the senior just as much as it did the 6th grader. They were uncomfortable by all means, but it forced them to begin to grow closer to Jesus so they could lead their junior high small group better and better and better. And while they're in that junior high small group, they also had an older adult that was long since graduated from high school that was mentoring them. Them serving helped them grow their faith. The same can be said true for worship teams and connection teams and tech teams, but students that served, especially ones that served in such a way that made them uncomfortable, it helped them so much. It's not easy because being uncomfortable is kind of uncomfortable, but it's so necessary. Now, where do you guys come in as parents? I think a big part of that, especially if your student is not mobile yet, if they don't have their own driver's license, sometimes you have to go through the inconvenience of getting them to that serving opportunity. It takes up a lot of time, but it's one of the things that's the most necessary. I think another big part with parents is just encouraging them to serve, kind of being their cheerleaders, because serving oftentimes is not the easiest thing, especially when you're working hands-on with people. That's not always easy, but it is so necessary, and they need someone there to encourage them. All right, guys, so that's number 1 right there. I want to come back later on, guys, with another video, guys, that talks to you guys about 3 or 4 other key things that I have found to be true in student impact that helps students have a faith that sticks. Hope this helps, guys. We'll see you again soon.